Look, I can talk about Poison Ivy really quick because I still am reading that. If you would like. If
why
not,
didn't you tell me when I
affects...
did the list at the start? You could have said that.
I wasn't paying attention. Just edit this out and we won't. We'll just take it back to one. I wasn't paying attention when it started.
That's why you pay attention to the list.
Okay, teacher.
All right, Matt. Poison Ivy issue, whatever.
Here we go.
Because I don't know what it is.
It's issue 34. Yeah, so I don't know if you talked about the last issue with Connor when I wasn't here.
Probably not. I mean, I definitely didn't talk about anything, but I don't think Connor did.
Yeah. So anyways, Ivy it leaves off. There is a big dispute going on with the Green and Janet. Janet has been made sick by constant presence being around Ivy, just like all the plant toxins starting to get involved with her. And so Janet is, does she want to still hang out with Ivy or not? And also in the last issue, Ivy gave Peter Undine, the guy with the flower face, like a bit of humanity in that he can't touch anybody because he's toxic, but he can touch Ivy because Ivy doesn't get affected by that. So, they have a bit of a cuddle so he can remember what human touch is like. And it was like this real sweet moment that shows that, Ivy still cares, about both sides here. And that issue ended with the essentially the police surrounding Marshview. And here it picks up with Ivy fighting them off, and she creates some of these Venus flytraps and hits them, but she gets shot at by a police helicopter and pulls it down. She sends Undine and Janet into the forest, where Janet now is just like, I don't know what to do with my relationship with her because I feel like she only cares when I'm useful, and when I'm not, I don't hear from her. And Undine just tells her, she's got a lot going on. It's not personal. Don't take it personal. She does care about you because she wouldn't bring you into Marshview if she didn't. And she wouldn't be trying to help you not be sick if she didn't care. But Janet doesn't really believe that. And she wanders off from Undine and ends up back in Gotham. And he ends up in Seattle through the transportation of the trees. And so Undine goes off to talk to Gardner because the whole Order of the Green Knight, because Ivy's completely outgunned. We cut back to her. The military have her down. She has her arms up, and Undine is able to come in at the last minute after pulling the ultimate persuasion. He uses some of his business tact here, is that the Gardner doesn't want to help because Ivy turned her down and she's feeling a bit rejected. But all the other people that are in this order still believe in what Pam wanted to do, but just maybe not in her current, form of, she doesn't want to be the Messiah, but they're going to help her anyways because they all line up. So he appeals to some of the people that we had seen earlier, deal with her, and take, they take inspiration from Ivy. So they show back up in, while he's doing that, Janet goes to Gotham and gets Croc and is like, hey, Pam's in trouble. Why don't you come and help? And Croc's like, I got something going on. Can't Pam handle herself? That's what she always does. But he notices that Janet isn't right. So he's like, all right, I'm coming. This is what's going to help. So while they show back up with the forces, they're all fighting. And the one guy that Pam had interacted with that was bald, his name's Sprout, because she used the pheromones on him. He comes and saves her, and he's just completely enraptured by her. And she gets loose, starts wrecking shop, and Croc ends up getting taken by the military guys. And that's where it ends. And Croc's telling them all to stay back, but Janet's very concerned from him. But the issue is full of a lot of fun tension because of what we did with Undine going to the Gardner, and her wanting to help because she believes in Pam's power, but the ultimate rejection, the human side of her, because, she still is a human. She's just great with plants. Her being spiteful and like, well, no, she made that bed, she can lie in it. But Undine using that persuasion of, hey, y'all believe in what she's doing, so she's in danger, so why don't we go help? And then coming back through the forest with all the, the mystical plant stuff. Super worried about Janet because she's looking like, again, in a zombie movie, she looks not good despite what she says. So Takara's art here is always top notch. I'm glad that, we get the breaks in these other stories so he can pop back up here. Just everything to do with Ivy's power set and even just the regular people comes out looking great. So pretty fun read. I'm gonna give this a 8 out of 10.
No, you're right. I'll just edit all that out.